So this is a response video to QuietBearr. He asked about what our favorite steels are on knives. So I wanted to establish the baseline. What's my reference point, right? So what knives do I have and what steel do I have, right? So that's the mindset I'm looking at when I give my final answer. But so let me tell you about my steel inventory, right? Starting down here, I have a Leatherman pocket EDC knife, serrations. 428C is the steel. I have a Bird Cara, which I have, it's Chinese steel, 8CR13 MOV. Well, I can't see that. Alright, then I have a Rat 1, which has the AUS 8. Okay. I have some Kershaws that use kind of a special steel that I don't see on anything other than Kershaws. And let me see if I got this right. This is the Skyline. It's Sandvik 13C26. Okay. Then I have another Kershaw OD1. I have it's Sand C2 8N.
Okay. Then I have VG10 on the Spyderco Delica. I have a lot of knives that are the 154 CM. I have some knives that are D2. Some Benchmates. Okay, D2. And then I have a lot of knives that are S30V. Okay? Now, you may have figured out how I rank them. So, my least favorite, right, is the 420. You can get really sharp, but this one actually, you can see it has some rust on there. It's kind of flashed out, but there you go, right there. Okay. The Chinese steel 8CR13 MOV, pretty good. Not that durable. It's basically, seems like it's the same as AUS. That's what I always read. AUS 8. You can get it extremely sharp. Okay. Then the actual AUS 8, not quite durable. A lot of the knives I have this, like the SOGs and these Rat 1s, but it's nice steel. I can get it just ridiculously sharp again. And then the Kershaws, they seem to be pretty durable steel and pretty sharp and certainly come to a fine point. So that's some pretty nice steel. VG10, don't have a lot of it, but I know this is just ridiculously sharp. Spyderco likes to use it a lot. Almar knives tend to use it a lot. So it's pretty good. I have to say, off the pile here, the VG10 is probably the one I have least use with. Okay? And then 154 CM. All around good utility steel, fairly easy to sharpen. Not as easy as AUS 8. Pretty sharp, but not as sharp as AUS 8. But again, it has to do probably with how easy it is to sharpen. So pretty good steel here, 154 CM. D2. I have two knives in D2. You can read a lot about D2, but it's kind of flashed out a little bit, but just the edge on this thing is ridiculous. And my experience with D2 has been every knife that I get is just ultra sharp out of the box. No disappointments in the knife sharpness. It's just some of my sharpest knives I have are D2. So that's kind of interesting. Okay. And then finally, the S30V is kind of probably most commercial super steel S30V. This is a big slab of it. I have a lot of knives with this as well. So going backwards, what's my favorite? It's S30V. It's the heaviest duty. It's a little difficult to sharpen. I'm not the greatest at it, but I'm getting better. So that's my favorite. Second favorite is the D2. Just because the quality controls have just been great around the out-of-the-box sharpness. Never any disappointments with D2. I'll have to admit that I don't use these as heavy-duty knives. I've never sharpened them myself. I heard their D2 has a rumor of being somewhat fragile, but I've never experienced that myself. I don't have any chips on my knives or anything like that. Okay. And then third is my 154 CM. Pretty good. Does kind of dull up a little bit. It's okay to sharpen. You know, I would say I don't have ultra sharp 154 CM blades. A couple knives I do, but it's a mixed bag on this. And then that's basically my top three. S30V, D2, 154 CM. I do have to say that AUS 8 probably gets a little bit of a bad rap, but most of my knives that I have are pretty good. I do like it that I can get them ultra sharp, right? And I can do it pretty easily myself. So that has a significant advantage to me. It's certainly not going to be as durable and wear as long. You can get some folds on the blades, but I can get that out pretty easily. So that's my take on it. Thanks.